Imagine living in total darkness not just for a night, but for your entire life. You've never seen a sunrise, a loved one's face, or the colors of the world. For one man in ancient Jerusalem, this was reality from birth. He navigated life by sound and touch, a fixture on the roadside, defined by his blindness and judged by others. To most, he was a problem, a symbol of misfortune, his story already written. But one day, everything changed. A voice stopped, feet paused, and the author of all stories stepped into his. His darkness was about to end and his true life was about to begin. On a bustling Sabbath in Jerusalem, Jesus and his disciples pass the blind man. He sits in his usual spot, waiting as life swirls around him. This time the disciples pause, seeing not a person, but a theological puzzle. "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" they ask. Their question reduces his life to blame and consequence, a case study in divine justice. They see a problem, not a person. But Jesus is about to offer a radically different perspective. He sees a beloved child, not a punishment. The disciples are about to learn that God's purposes are far greater than human judgment. The stage is set for a lesson that will change everything. In a moment of profound questioning, as the disciples grappled with the age-old dilemma of suffering and its origins, Jesus offers an answer that challenges conventional wisdom and unveils a deeper truth about the nature of God's work in the world. With unwavering certainty and a gentle tone, Jesus answers, "It was not that this man sinned, nor his parents." He pauses, allowing the weight of his words to sink in. Not the man's sin, nor the sins of his parents, but that the works of God might be displayed in him, a statement that turns the tables on centuries of blame and judgment, a radical reinterpretation of suffering, not as a consequence of wrongdoing, but as an opportunity for divine manifestation. With one sentence, he lifts the burden of blame, the heavy weight of guilt that had been unjustly placed upon the man and his family. He liberates them from the shackles of societal judgment and whispers a promise of hope, and reframes the man's suffering, transforming it from a mark of shame into a canvas for divine artistry. He offers a new perspective, a lens through which to view hardship not as a dead end, but as a potential beginning. His blindness isn't punishment, a divine sentence for some unknown transgression. It's an opportunity, a unique and profound opportunity, for God's power to be revealed. A chance for the miraculous to break through the ordinary, for the divine to illuminate the darkness. For the man, these words are hope, a lifeline thrown into the depths of despair, a beacon of light piercing through the shadows of his existence. His pain has purpose. His suffering is not meaningless, not a random act of cruelty, but an integral part of a larger divine plan. Years of shame and accusation, the constant whispers of judgment and condemnation, are replaced by the promise of a miracle, the potential for healing, for restoration, for a life transformed by the power of God. Jesus teaches us to see suffering not with the eyes of judgment, but with the eyes of compassion and understanding. Not as a sign of God's absence, a void where divine love has disappeared, but as a canvas for His grace. A space where His boundless love and mercy can be painted in vibrant colors, transforming the landscape of our lives. Our weaknesses can become the very places, the unexpected and often unwelcome spaces where God's strength shines brightest, where His power is most evident, most transformative, most life-giving. The man's darkness is not the end, the final chapter of his story, a period at the end of a sentence, but the prelude to a divine encounter, a moment of anticipation, a breath held before the unveiling of a miracle. Jesus' answer is a lesson for us all, a timeless truth that transcends generations and speaks to the heart of the human experience. God works through our deepest struggles, weaving His divine tapestry through the threads of our pain, our sorrow, and our brokenness. The man's story is about to be rewritten, his destiny about to be redefined by the hand of God. The miracle is about to unfold, revealing the boundless love and power of God in a way that will forever change the man's life, and perhaps the lives of all who witness it. Jesus doesn't always heal with grand pronouncements or dramatic gestures that command attention. His methods are often unexpected, challenging our preconceived notions of what a miracle should look like. Instead of standing tall and proclaiming healing, He kneels, humbling Himself before the man and the earth. This act of kneeling signifies a deep connection, a willingness to meet the afflicted where they are. He spits on the ground, an action that might seem strange or even repulsive to our modern sensibilities. But in this ancient context, it's a deliberate act, a mixing of the ordinary with the divine. And from this simple act, He makes clay with His hands, He becomes a craftsman, a potter shaping something new from the dust of the earth. This is not magic but creation, a tangible representation of God's power at work. He gently anoints the man's eyes with the mud, a humble, intimate act that speaks volumes. It's a personal touch, a moment of connection between the healer and the one being healed. The mud is not the cure itself but a medium, a symbol of God's grace being applied directly to the source of suffering. Then he commands, "Go wash in the pool of Siloam." It's a simple instruction, yet it carries immense weight. It's a call to action, a challenge to the man's faith. The man, still blind, must obey and find his way to the pool. He doesn't question, he doesn't hesitate. He simply trusts in the words he has been given. Every step is an act of trust, a testament to his belief in the power of Jesus' words. He is walking into the unknown, guided only by faith. It's a walk of faith through familiar streets now filled with new hope and a daunting challenge. The world around him remains unseen, yet his inner vision is becoming clearer with each step. He could have stayed in his darkness, resigned to his fate, accepting his blindness as an unchangeable reality. He could have dismissed Jesus' words as foolish or impossible, but he chooses to move, to embrace the possibility of healing, to step out of the shadows and into the light of faith. The healing is not just in the mud, nor is it solely in the water of the pool. These are merely instruments, tools in the hands of the divine. The true healing lies in the obedience, in the willingness to follow God's instructions even when they don't make sense. It's about surrendering to a higher power and trusting in a plan that is beyond our understanding. Jesus sends him on this journey, and in that sending, the miracle begins to unfold. The act of sending is itself an act of empowerment, a declaration of belief in the man's ability to participate in his own healing. The journey to the pool is a test of faith, a crucible in which his belief is refined and strengthened. It's a journey that requires perseverance, courage, and an unwavering trust in the promise of healing. The man's trust in Jesus is about to be rewarded, his obedience about to be vindicated. He is on the verge of a transformation, a moment of profound change that will alter the course of his life forever. Sometimes God's miracles require us to take the first step, to initiate the process through our own actions. It's not about passively waiting for a miracle to happen, but about actively participating in its unfolding. The man is moving toward his new life, a life filled with sight, with purpose, and with a newfound understanding of the power of faith and obedience. He is a testament to the transformative power of God's grace, a living example of the miracles that can happen when we choose to trust and obey. At the pool of Siloam, a place steeped in history and whispered legends, the man kneels. He is guided by faith, following instructions that seemed improbable, perhaps even absurd. With trembling hands he reaches for the cool, clear water. He washes the mud, a mixture of earth and something more, from his eyes. A moment of anticipation hangs in the air, thick with hope and uncertainty. Then suddenly light floods in, not gradually, but in an overwhelming rush. For the first time in his life he can see. The world, previously a realm of shadows and echoes, explodes into existence before him. It's a moment of profound revelation, a miracle unfolding in real time. The world bursts into color and shape, an overwhelming symphony of sights he never knew existed. Hues he could only imagine now dance before his eyes, vibrant and alive. Forms take shape, revealing the intricate beauty of creation. The water shimmers, reflecting the light in a dazzling display. He sees the ripples, the play of light and shadow, the very essence of water in a way he never could before. Faces stare in awe, a sea of expressions mirroring his own astonishment. They witness the impossible, a testament to the power that has just been displayed. He looks up at the sky above, a canvas of endless blue dotted with fluffy white clouds. It's a sight so breathtaking, so vast that it fills him with a sense of wonder and humility. He is overwhelmed with joy, a feeling so intense it brings tears to his eyes. Tears of gratitude, tears of relief, tears of pure, unadulterated happiness. He sees his own hands and feet, marveling at their intricate design, their ability to move and feel. They are no longer just tools, but extensions of a body now fully connected to the world. Everything is new, every sensation heightened, every detail magnified. The world is a treasure trove of wonders waiting to be discovered. He returns, transformed not just physically, but spiritually. He carries with him the weight of a miracle, the burden and the blessing of newfound sight. He is walking with confidence, his steps firm and purposeful. No longer does he stumble in the dark. He strides forward, guided by the light within. Neighbors and onlookers are stunned, their faces etched with disbelief. They struggle to reconcile the man they knew with the radiant figure before them. "Is this really him?" they ask, their voices hushed with awe and suspicion. The transformation is so profound, so complete, that it challenges their very understanding of reality. Some doubt, their skepticism fueled by disbelief and perhaps a touch of envy. They search for explanations, for ways to dismiss the miracle they have witnessed. But the man declares with unwavering conviction, "I am the man." His voice rings with newfound strength, a testament to the power that has transformed him. His identity is no longer defined by darkness, by limitation, by the absence of sight. He steps into the light, embracing his new reality with open arms. The evidence is undeniable, etched in the clarity of his gaze, the confidence of his stride, the sheer impossibility of his transformation. The blind man now sees, a living testament to the power of faith and the boundless capacity for miracles. Every sight is a miracle, a reminder of the beauty and wonder that surrounds us, often unseen, often unappreciated. Every step a testimony, a declaration of hope, a beacon of light in a world often shrouded in darkness. The city witnesses a living, breathing miracle, a story that will be told and retold for generations to come, a testament to the transformative power of faith. The darkness is gone, not just from his eyes, but from his soul, replaced by a light that shines brighter than ever before. Replaced by glory, a radiant, all-encompassing glory that illuminates his path and inspires all who witness it. His life will never be the same, forever marked by the miracle he received, forever changed by the light he now sees. He embarks on a new chapter, filled with purpose, gratitude, and an unwavering faith. The crowd demands an explanation. "How were your eyes opened?" The man answers simply, "The man called Jesus made clay, anointed my eyes and told me to wash. I went, I washed, and I received my sight." No embellishment, no debate, just the truth. He gives all credit to Jesus, the source of his healing. His story is powerful because it's personal and direct. He doesn't claim to understand everything, he just shares what happened. His testimony cuts through skepticism and argument. "I was blind and now I see." No one can argue with his reality. His transformation is his evidence. Sometimes the simplest story is the most powerful witness. This story isn't just ancient history, it's for anyone who feels trapped in darkness. Maybe your darkness is loneliness, anxiety, confusion, or shame. You feel unseen, weighed down by your past, or lost without purpose. Like the blind man, you may believe change is impossible. But Jesus sees you not as a problem but as a person of immense value. He meets you where you are, offering hope and a new beginning. Your darkness is not permanent, it's an opportunity for his light. He's ready to rewrite your story just as he did for the man born blind. Jesus declared, "As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world." He isn't just a teacher, he is the source of all light, able to pierce any darkness. Where there is confusion, he brings truth. Where there is despair, he brings hope. His light doesn't just expose darkness, it overcomes it. He meets us in our mess, offering to open our eyes and show us our true worth. His invitation is simple: step out of darkness and into his light. The choice is yours, just as it was for the man at the pool. Will you let him wash away your darkness and give you new vision? The light of the world is calling you today. If you're ready to step into the light, it starts with a simple prayer. You don't need perfect words, just a sincere heart. Pray, "Jesus, thank you for seeing me in my darkness. I believe you are the light of the world. Forgive my past, come into my life and open my eyes to your love and purpose, make me new." If you prayed that, welcome to a new beginning. The darkness is gone, the light has come, your past is forgiven, your future secure. You are a new creation, walk in his light. Find a community to grow in your faith. Let your life be a testimony to the one who gave you sight. Your new story starts today. Walk in the light.